Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
And old Cappy is not gonna get to the gym. But my new property would be paid off pretty quick at the rate we're going. Good Lord. Hi, Aaron. I'm a 31-year-old male living by myself in a small apartment in unnamed city in Mexico. I'm single and have no debts at all. I majored in philosophy, then I got a master's degree in philosophy of science. I currently work both in academia and as an assistant professor as a freelance copy editor. However, the salary is way too low, and tenure, the only significant improvement to be expected, still seems very distant, as I would need, among other things, to get a PhD, which means yet another 4 years. Isn't it like 2 more years after a master's? Jesus Christ, 10 years of college? Just to get back to this exact same place I am now. Then again, even a PhD grads struggle a lot to get a semi-decent paid job. Yeah, because the market's flooded with liberal arts majors. So it looks like the more you study, the deeper you dig your own grave. Yeah. On top of that, leftist ideologies are overwhelmingly in control of pretty much everything in academia. Oh, especially in Mexico. I remember, now this isn't college, but the K through high school equivalent of Mexico. Teaching jobs could be passed on from one teacher to another according to the unions. Now, maybe that's not the case anymore, but I'm like, wow, talk about a corrupt system. And then you look at, it's sad, the Mexican standardized test scores of the kids. Kids aren't any dumber, it's just the teachers are horrible. They're just always like piss bottom low. Oh, but we need more money for the teachers. Given that I'm not willing to tolerate any of the bullshit anymore, I'm considering getting a degree in computer science at a top 3 tuition-free college. Yes, I know it's 4 more years of hard work, but I also know that my job prospects will be way better compared to those available with academia. It goes without saying that I would take any jobs or internships available as soon as I can, so I'm willing to take my chances. Math really isn't a problem for me since I have a solid background in foundation of logic, math, and physics. I also have an IQ. Oh yeah, you could totally handle it. However, I'm second-guessing myself since it feels like I'm way too old to make this move. Any thoughts? I want to know if you got free tuition. You said so. Yeah, you do get a free tuition, you mentioned. There are 2 main public tuition-free universities, UNAM and IPN. I'll take the Mexican equivalent of the SAT, which I will be. Also, please let me know if I'm in any. No, it may be a different educational system in Mexico, but the laws of economics are going to be universal, of which I'm sure you're familiar with, otherwise you wouldn't have gone down this line of thought. Yeah, dude, academia attracts a lower caliber of people. Not to say you're a lower caliber of people, but there's those who can't teach. That's the whole thing. And it gets corrupted, they demand government money if they're free. And so I'm sure it's been co-opted by leftist politics. And I really don't think any man who's a real man, and I don't mean masculine, but just a self-respecting guy, or woman, but typically men, can really handle that bullshit for long. This is why I recommend men don't become teachers. I don't recommend you go into the public schools. I don't recommend men become professors unless it's a high-level tech field or you just don't care. You know, like the last time when I taught economics in college, I didn't care. I was passing everybody. I fine, whatever, okay. And then it just becomes an easy way to make money. But you're not really educating anyone. So you've been there long enough. You've made your money. But more importantly, you have the raw talent to do it. That's a very high IQ. And your life is just going to be a hell of a lot easier with that computer science program. Plus, if it's free, hell yeah, man. Do it. I know it may take 4 years. But as you guessed, there should be a point in time where you have enough skills or some skills that you could start working on the side. Again, this is where different certifications with the industry comes in, whether you want to certify in computer languages or your networking or whatever other subtopics there are in computer science, whatever is of interest to you. Heck, even computer repair, something simple like that. In other words, opportunities to work sooner than later or having to wait till you graduate at least come in there. Whereas, like, you gotta wait till you graduate with a English degree or a poetry degree before you do anything with it, and you're still not gonna do anything with it. So yes, it is gonna be 4 more years of hard work, but so was gonna be the PhD. I mean, and here's the thing is, I know one's going to be harder than the other, but usually hard work is more rewarding and intellectually stimulating. I mean, what are you going to do with a PhD in philosophy? Oh my God, I can't imagine. That's got to be even more mentally taxing and painful to study bullshit. At least with computer science, it's finite, it's concrete, it's a known quantity. There is a right and a wrong answer. You're building towards something that will help create a faster computer or advance your understanding of how a binary works and computer processing. So I think even though, quote, it's harder, I think it actually would be easier and less taxing on your brain, because there's nothing worse than having to write 20 pages of bullshit. That's painful. That's painful. Whereas computer science, there's plenty of material for you to bite and sink your teeth into. So I think those 4 more years may be hard, but they'll be more rewarding and intellectually less taxing than getting a master or doctorate in philosophy. And it's the same 4 years. Same 4 years of life you're not getting back. So I say make it count. I'd say go into computer science. And the other thing, you made a great point. The market is so flooded with liberal arts majors across the globe that you would be getting a PhD simply to get back to the point that you're teaching, but then maybe you'd qualify for a tenure share. Dude, don't even play that fucking game. You know how corrupt academia is. I wouldn't even risk it, right? That is too much of a risk to go get a PhD in philosophy where, okay, I'm going to teach back where I was with the master's and then maybe. No. You can always teach with your master's degree on the side. Great gig to have. Great gig to have. Part-time, go to school during the daytime, teach at night, or vice versa, however you want to do it. But without a doubt, again, no guarantees ever. You could have been the greatest philosophy doctor in the world. Probably not. I mean, you could have been, but no one would hire you in that case, because then you'd be Jordan Peterson. And no one likes him in academia anyway. I would do the computer science. Without a doubt, computer science. So, all right, that's it. Questions, answers, Assel Consulting. See you guys later. Toodles.